So I work, or rather used to work, for the Eastern European branch of a Dutch company. This was my first and only job for the last 4 years. I've invested all of my time and effort in this job, and eventually it did paid off, when at the beginning of the year the regional manager informed me they were planning to make me a team leader. This would have meant that in addition to a 35% salary increase off the bat, I would also get a percentage of the profits my team made, which could have meant anywhere between 3 and 5 times my salary. I was about to become rich and nothing would stop me. I passed all the examinations, all the interviews, and for the past 6 months I've been doing overtime like there was no tomorrow. There was just one last step. I would have to do a presentation of my achievements and my vision for the future of the company in front of the man himself, the CEO of the company. My boss assured me this was more or less a formality and basically no one who was ever proposed for this promotion failed at this final step. This should have taken place today, at 9 a.m. Tomorrow, I should have been in the HR office, signing my new contract. Instead, tomorrow I will be signing my resignation. How did this happen? Well, being the loudmouth that I am, I basically bragged to everyone I know that I was about to become a boss. Yesterday evening, I wake up with 3 of my former college mates, with 6 packs of beer and a generous amount of weed. Something inside of me was screaming this wasn't a good idea, but the other side was saying, hey, it's okay to celebrate, you deserve it. I initially said I would only drink 1 beer and take a couple off puffs from a joint, but of course, at 4 a.m. I was still awake and smashed. I went to sleep, set my alarm for 7 a.m. and it did wake me up, but of course, being still very much smashed, I said just another 10 minutes. I close my eyes, and after what didn't feel like more than 5 minutes, I wake up again, this time feeling better, but I could tell something was not right. I look at my phone, it's 9:30 a.m. and 5 missed calls. An intense feeling of panic hits me. I go straight into the shower, cursing non-stop. I barely wipe myself, get dressed, make a dash for my car, drive like a madman, passing several red lights, one of which I know for sure has red light camera, reach work in record time, 7 minutes, it normally takes me at least 20. When I got there, I went straight for the conference room, which, unsurprisingly, was empty. I go for the office, and just as I was about to go in, one of the team leaders comes out. It happened to be exactly the guy the first never got along with. He instantly gets a grin on his face and says, as loudly as possible, oh boy, look who's here, buddy, you're in big trouble, go inside. I get inside, I see my team leader working on his computer, the CEO is nowhere in sight. He throws me a look of utter disgust, one I've never seen before, and tells me, take a seat, don't turn on your computer, we will go talk. Now the entire office just looks at me like I've murdered someone, no one dares say a single word. After what felt like an eternity, my team leader gets up from his seat and without saying a single word, signals me to follow him. We go into the conference room. As soon as he closes the door, he goes into the most violent rage ever, screaming at me for what felt like hours. At one point I even felt like he was about to beat the shit out of me. Eventually, he did calm down, and told me, look, I'm not going to fire you, because you are the most competent guy on my team, but you have to understand that it's gonna take years, maybe even a new CEO, before you can be considered for this position. And again, a moment of silence followed as I gathered myself back together and considered my options, when I eventually said, look, I'm sorry, I know I fucked up badly and I can't go on like this. I quit. His last words were, look, in other circumstances, I would have persuaded you to stay, and even now, if I could somehow get you out of this, I would, but it's beyond me now. If you wanna quit, I can't stop you. Good luck. He then shook my hand and left. Now, I'm at the local McDonald's, already blew through half a pack of cigarettes while writing this post. I'm just thinking about how I managed to ruin 4 years of hard work just by being an idiot one night. I was supposed to have a final meeting with the company's CEO before a huge promotion. I slept in, I lost the promotion and quit my job out of shame.